What's going on, everybody? It's Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. All right, guys, in this video, I want to talk about the heightened emotions behind AMC, especially after Tuesday's manipulation. We jumped right out of the gate. If you see my other video, you know I explained to you guys that we moved 10% to the upside within 5 minutes. It did not get halted, okay, by the New York Stock Exchange. Therefore, the algorithms kind of manipulated and took over a little bit, leading to a downside halt, hurting some of the momentum behind a stock. A lot of algorithms pick up very quickly when there's a downside halt. I've been watching it for years, and I've learned that anytime there's a downside halt in a stock, very quickly, a lot of the attention is pulled away from it. It's exactly what happened behind AMC. But there's something that did occur this past week that I think a lot of people are not focusing on. And I've seen this pass around the entire internet, and you could just feel the emotion and the anger. And trust me, after seeing that manipulation on Tuesday, I'm with you guys when it comes to the anger, but this is something that a lot of people are missing. We're going to cover everything in this video. So let's get right into it. First off, guys, the last reported short interest to the New York Stock Exchange, okay, which gets reported twice, was 104 million shares. That's reported to us, the public, at the end of March, but that reporting date is as of March 15th. So as of March 15th, what was reported were that funds did not get out of their position at $13. They are now sitting at $23. That is an 85% move to the upside, okay? And when you look at Ortex, which everybody has their opinion about Ortex, it still shows a very high shares on loan. Obviously, that 104 million shares of exchange reported short interest is still as of the March 15th date. Okay, that's the last accurate information that was reported to the New York Stock Exchange. But as you can see here, guys, they did not get out of their positions. So something I think a lot of people are missing when you jump back to a daily chart, and this is something that we talk about all the time inside the group, when people are asking, Jeff, what is going on with this stock? Okay, whether it's something that is running intraday, something that's running for a few days, the momentum is not gone. Okay, now I would be saying something completely different, and I will be one of the first people that will openly tell you guys, if this stock goes back down to $5, the average volume is 10%, okay, of what it is now, trading at maybe 6-7 million shares per day, and the reported short interest is 2%, we'll be saying something completely different. But you still have attention on this play, all right, which if you've never heard, this is a very famous marketing term. Attention is the most valuable currency in the world. If you haven't heard it, you heard it from me first, okay? It is a very powerful saying, especially when it comes from a marketing perspective. You still have a lot of attention on this play, okay? And like I said, this just showed a massive move to the upside from where we were at $13, getting a high of $34. It's a 200% move. Short interest, which is still reported up in the 20% range. And like I said, guys, I'll say it again, that is only what is reported. All right. So while we might have gotten a little bit of robbery, a little bit of manipulation on that Tuesday morning, and if you haven't seen my other video, go check it out. It fully explains how halts work and why we actually should have halted to the upside and the algorithmic trading behind some of these movements, all right, and how they keep an eye on the halt bands. Go watch it and learn exactly how these halts work, why that manipulation happened. But that doesn't matter because there's still momentum behind it. Look at this move that we've made. That's pretty much the most significant move we've made since that August when we had the run from about $32 back up into the $50 range, which looks like it was going back for trying to get back to that breath, and it needed more time to cool off. And like I said, guys, it's happening again. You can see this volume curve, okay, and the motion to the upside, which means it's still on people's minds, all right? It seemed like the internet was a little bit cooler and calmer back when we were sitting at $13. And like I said, I can understand that anger and the frustration because, like, I agree with you on that Tuesday. I watched everything that happened, okay? And seeing on the time and sales, obviously it's Saturday, so you can't see anything, but you're watching this and you're just seeing everything come through at a specific time, knowing that these are all blocks that are split up into smaller trades, pulling that price down and manipulating. But everything is still intact, all right? And as much as sometimes people look for affirmation in different areas, seeing that there's still attention on this, there's still momentum on this, there's still volume on this, and it can still move 200% in the matter of just a few days. All right, it gives me more affirmation that we're not done yet. All right. And it might cool down. We might get back to that, that 50-day moving average at that $20 range, which we have a lot more of support. There was once resistance here. You can see there's a lot more support. We might get back to that, but it just means that it's going to continue. You look at GameStop, okay, and I'll zoom back up to that yearly chart on GameStop. The stock price, actually, I need to go back to the 3-year chart. All right, after it hit up that 483, it went all the way down to about $40 and ripped back up again, almost 1,000%. Okay, probably 850% to $350, and it's continued and continued. It doesn't just stop until we're sitting back at where it lied before. The play is not over. While short interest is still there, while we know that manipulation, and still we're back at that $5 to $3, okay, with a very minimal short interest. You look at the volume on this on AMC before. This is the weekly volume, guys. 8 million, 10 million shares in a week. Until we're back at that, the play still stands. It's still valid, okay? So while there obviously is frustration, and I am with you, I can completely see that and understand that. You need to look at this from a little bit different of a perspective. Now, also, if you do know me and you've been watching my channel, AMC does only make up a smaller percentage of my entire portfolio. I cover other stocks every single day. I play stocks. I will overnight some stocks. A lot of the action has been intraday based on the volatility, okay? If you are interested in learning more, guys, join the group. It's not just for myself. There is some amazing, day traders, swing traders, long-term investors, and some, great just DD and research that gets posted all over the Discord. So it is phenomenal if you are interested in trying to expand a little bit of your knowledge. But I want to just give everybody my complete take on this from a little bit different perspective, because like I said, I can feel that energy and frustration coming, and I know a lot of it does stem from that Tuesday. So that is it, guys. Before I do cover this, there's one thing I want to mention is this post right here directly from the NASDAQ. April is often considered the best month for stocks, especially because of the pullback we've had in Q1. S&P 500 has closed positive in April, last 15 out of 16 years. And like I said, especially because of the pullback we've had. A lot of times, institutional investors will be cleaning up their portfolio from their Q1 and have cash on the sidelines to buy back in. Something I've said for a while, because bonds are not really enticing, okay, and offering a good risk reward. All right, there comes a point where, especially because inflation's so high, they're gonna need to dump their money into it. Couple that with the amount of fearful headlines out there saying this is just a bull trap, there's gonna be a massive sell-off. Like I said, a lot of times where the trend is and where everybody's mind is going, the opposite tends to happen. We do have a lot of issues. Okay, so I'm not saying that we're guaranteed, obviously, to the upside. There are a lot of issues happening, but keep that in mind. Also to mention, we'll be getting into an Easter rally, which is where your commodities, like Costco and Home Depot, those kind of sectors tend to run. We had some fun last year. So guys, that's it for this video. I'll see you on Monday.